Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Thursday, February 6th. Coming up on Cullman Today, a vehicle crash takes the life of a Cullman man, Fairview's Town Council meeting, and Governor Ivey's State of the State address. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. A Cullman man was killed in a single vehicle crash at approximately 2:10 Wednesday morning. Alabama State troopers identified the victim as 23-year-old Kobe E. Tankersley. Troopers said Tankersley was fatally injured when the 2001 Ford Ranger he was driving left the roadway, struck a fire hydrant, and then a cable box. After the impact, they said the Ford overturned and struck multiple trees. Tankersley was pronounced deceased at the scene. The crash occurred on County Road 616 near County Road 468, approximately 4 miles west of Hanceville in Cullman County. Nothing further is available as troopers with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency's Highway Patrol Division continue to investigate. In Monday's Fairview Town Council meeting, the council agreed to consider a proposal from Speed Softball requesting to lease Clint Barbie Field from the town of Fairview. Plans include constructing a building to host practices, complete with batting cages. A formal proposal will be reviewed by Fairview's attorney before further consideration. Regarding park progress, CDG engineering consultants addressed the board during the meeting. Questions were raised in regards to what grant money will cover versus what the town will have to pay for from local funds. In other business, the patching of Wesley Avenue and Butler Street is underway. 181 players signed up to play spring youth t-ball, softball, and baseball. And town council members must complete and file ethics forms by the March meeting. The next Fairview Town Council meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. on March 3rd at Fairview Town Hall. Governor Kay Ivey delivered her latest State of the State address on Tuesday night. The theme of the address was the perseverance of Alabamians, and in the governor's words, don't ever count us out. She highlighted gains in education, innovation, as well as the success of Alabama and Auburn's basketball teams this season. The governor praised Abby Stockard, this year's Miss America, celebrated the passage of the Choose Act, giving Alabamians more flexibility in educational choices, and gave kudos to Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, now offered in all 67 counties. Ivey gave positive reports for the Alabama Literacy and Numeracy Acts, as well as the Turnaround Schools Initiative, praising educators, students, and families for their hard work. According to Ivey, when she took office, Alabama ranked 49th in reading, and today ranks 34th, and 52nd in math, now 32nd. Some bills on the horizon are a parental leave bill to support those wanting to start a family, the What is a Woman bill addressing the recognition of only two genders, and consideration for the 10 Commandments in classrooms. As the governor addressed the state's economy, she reported having seen over 93,000 jobs created during her terms and praised newly elected Senate President Pro Tem Garland Gudger for his work in building the state's economic momentum. Statewide infrastructure projects, veterans representation on the governor's cabinet, public safety, and praise for Senator Katie Britt's role in securing the borders were also items in the governor's address. Lastly, Governor Ivey said Alabama will support President Trump's mission, committing the Alabama National Guard and ALEA to be ready to lend assistance if needed. Coming up, Cold Springs Eagles and Lady Eagles down Faultville to win area titles. Sports is next.
Step into Cullman, where local heroes and community spirit shine. Introducing Community Matters Magazine from the Cullman Tribune, your guide to inspiring tales and community spirit. Celebrate our local champions and dive into the festivities at Christ Kindle Market. Feel the season's cheer and discover stories that inspire. Community Matters Magazine. Connect with your community. Find your free issue at these locations or download a copy online.
Welcome back. In today's sports segment, let's take a look at how some more local teams performed in their area championship games. The Cold Springs Eagles hosted both the girls and boys Class 2A Area 11 tournament championship games on Monday night, and both Eagle squads were taking on Falkville. The girls' game was never in doubt as Cold Springs rolled past Falkville 56-21 in the boys' game. The Eagles held a double-digit lead at the start of the fourth quarter and had to hold off a late rally from the Blue Devils to secure a 68-63 win. Kennedy Graves led the Lady Eagles with 13 points in their win. Macy Huffstutler added 12 points, Ella Dickerson finished with 9, and Hagen Ellis posted 8. Kennedy Graves, Ella Dickerson, and Holly Brewer each earned all-tournament team honors. In the boys' game, Braden Hallman led the way for Cold Springs with 27 points. Aiden Black posted 16 points, and Ethan Day finished with 13. Aiden Black, Braden Hallman, and Ethan Day each earned all-tournament team honors as well. The Cold Springs Lady Eagles and Eagles will host their sub-regional matchups this Friday and Saturday, respectively. Meanwhile, at St. Bernard, the Lady Saints were hosting Addison for the 1A Area 14 championship game. After a tight first quarter, the Lady Saints were able to pull ahead 26-18 by halftime. They held off Addison in the second half to earn a 42-33 win and capture the area title. Ella Davis led St. Bernard with 16 points in the win, followed by Caroline McBride with 10 and Rowan Hines with 5. The Lady Bulldogs were led by Gracie Roberts with 9 points and Ava Bartlett with 8. The Lady Saints will host a sub-regional matchup Friday night, and Addison will be on the road. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 stories in under 4 minutes, including the Pet of the Week, Ropes and Knots Training, Love is in the Air at Wallace State, and Powerful Partnerships. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Soft Taco, the Cullman Tribune Pet of the Week, is a beautiful terrier hound mix who is approximately 3 years old. He is a low to medium energy little guy who is truly an unassuming fellow. He's the type of guy who walks on his leash like the gentleman he is. Soft Taco's calm demeanor makes him the perfect candidate for a companion, reading, therapy, hiking dog. He truly is a Renaissance guy. Those caring for him said he tugs at my heart, so hopefully he does with someone else. His adoption fee is $130, which includes neuter, DHLPP, Bordetella, and rabies vaccines, wormer, general exam at the vet, and microchip. Visit the shelter at 935 Convent Road Northeast. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now, if you arrive and Soft Taco has been adopted, don't worry, as he has many friends just waiting for their forever homes. The Johnson's Crossing Volunteer Fire Department recently held a ropes and knots training course at Berlin Volunteer Fire Department Station, shining a spotlight on needs of local volunteer fire departments. Jones Chapel Fire Chief Clint Thrasher said that the expectations of volunteer fire departments has changed over the past 50 years, and now they answer fire, EMS, REX, hazmat, rope and rescue, water rescues, and various other types of calls for service, which is why these trainings are so important. Goldridge Volunteer Fire Department Chief Ryan Wisenhunt said, ropes and knots training, in a nutshell, can be as simple as how to properly secure a ladder, how to drag a victim from a fire, how to lift a patient from a ravine, how to tie down equipment using different types of ropes. Thrasher said anyone who's interested in joining the Jones Chapel Volunteer Fire Department can come by on a Monday night at 6:30 or message the department on Facebook to set up a meeting. Johnson's Crossing Fire Chief Mark Reeves shared that it's getting harder to find people to volunteer and that every department in Cullman County needs more volunteers. Love will be in the air at Wallace State Community College on Thursday, February 13th, when the Fine and Performing Arts program presents its annual Broadway night at 7 p.m. in the Burrow Center Recital Hall. Love, the good, the bad, and the ugly, will showcase the talents of Wallace State students as they present a student-led production themed around the highs and lows of relationships. Focusing on the theme of love, the performances will mostly consist of duets. Tiffany Richter, director of the Wallace State Vocal Ensemble, said that the students focused on pieces that not only showcase their vocal abilities, but also resonate emotionally with both the performers and the audience. Admission is a $10 donation. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Concert Choir's performance tour in Washington, D.C. later this year. For more information, contact Amy McDonald at 256-352-8277 or amy.seymour@wallacestate.edu. The Powerful Partnerships program at Wallace State Community College signed LP Building Solutions, NAFCO, and YKTA this week. The agreement is designed to assist the partnering companies through customized training, employee educational opportunities, and the development of a talent pipeline to fill current and future workforce needs. Benefits provided to businesses and industry that join the Powerful Partnerships include a 10% tuition discount for employees and their immediate families, complimentary evaluation of prior learning toward academic credit, and complimentary access to meeting spaces at the Wallace State Workforce Training Center, and that's just to name a few. The benefits ensure that businesses are not just passively involved, but actively engaged in shaping Wallace State's educational programs to better meet industry demands. For more information about the Powerful Partnerships program and how your business can get involved, email Bethany Campbell at bethany.campbell@wallacestate.edu or call her at 256-352-8372. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this message. Let's take a moment to pause and remember those who have lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Funeral services for Rebecca Ann Moore Elliott, 73 of Birmingham, will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, February 8th at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel, with interment in Bethel Methodist Cemetery in Eva. The family will receive friends at the funeral home on Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. Dana Lee Reyes, 55 of Cullman, passed away on Wednesday, January 22nd. Funeral service will be at 1 p.m. on Monday, February 10th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home, with burial at Ebenezer Cemetery. Visitation will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday, February 10th at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home. Etta Christine Tolbert, 88 of Cullman, passed away on Monday, February 3rd. The family will receive friends on Sunday, February 9th from 2 p.m. until the celebration of life at 3 p.m. at Moss Service Funeral Home. Burial will follow at Baldwin Heights Cemetery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a moment to look ahead at your weather forecast. Today we'll see partly sunny skies with a high near 72, a 40% chance of showers mainly after 3 p.m. Tonight, showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm with a low around 55. Friday, there's a 40% chance of showers with a high near 69 and a low around 56. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a fabulous Thursday, Cullman.